In a small, bustling village, nestled between rolling hills and emerald forests, there lived an old clockmaker named Elias. His humble workshop, filled with the gentle ticking of countless clocks, stood at the heart of the town square. From sunrise to sunset, villagers would pass by his window, often pausing to marvel at the intricate timepieces displayed, each one unique, each one a testament to Elias's remarkable skill. Elias was more than a craftsman. He was a quiet observer of life. He had watched generations grow, children turn into adults, and seasons slip silently by. His hands, though wrinkled with age, still moved with the precisions of a maestro, bringing life to the gears and springs that measured every fleeting second. For Elias, time was not merely something to be tracked or measured. It was a precious gift, a treasure more valuable than gold. One crisp autumn morning, a young man named Thomas entered the workshop. He was restless, always in a hurry, his mind cluttered with worries and ambitions. Thomas had recently inherited his father's business and felt the weight of responsibility pressing down on his shoulders. He had heard tales of Elias's wisdom and hoped the old man might offer some advice. As Thomas entered, the warm aroma of wood and oil filled his senses. Elias looked up from his workbench, his eyes twinkling with kindness. "What brings you here, young man?" he asked. Thomas hesitated before speaking. "Master Elias, everyone says you understand time better than anyone. I feel like I'm always running out of it. Never enough hours in the day. How do I make the most of my time?" Elias smiled gently and gestured for Thomas to sit. He reached for a small, broken pocket watch on the table, cradling it in his hands. "Let me tell you a story," he began. "Many years ago, a wealthy merchant came to me with a special request. He wanted a clock that would never stop, a timepiece that could grant him more hours each day. He believed that with more time, he could earn more, achieve more, and become the richest man in the land. I told him that no such clock exists, for time is the one thing beyond all human control." Elias paused, winding the old pocket watch in his hand. The ticking grew louder, echoing the heartbeat of the room. The merchant was disappointed, but I offered him something else, a lesson. I gave him a simple clock and told him to record how he spent each hour of his day. At first, he scoffed at the idea, but eventually curiosity won him over. Day by day, he tracked his hours. He'd soon realized how much time he wasted on trivial matters, distractions, and worries. With this awareness, he began to change. He focused on what truly mattered: his family, his health, his passions. He worked with purpose and lived each moment fully. In the end, he found he had all the time he needed. Thomas listened intently, the ticking of the pocket watch resonating within him. Elias continued, "Time, my boy, is like the clocks I build. Each tick is a moment that will never return. We cannot make more time, but we can choose how we spend it. Spend it wisely, and it becomes the most valuable treasure you possess." As Thomas left the workshop, he felt a newfound sense of clarity. The world outside seemed quieter, the air fresher, the colors brighter. He understood at last that every moment was a gift, and it was up to him to decide its value. And so, guided by the wisdom of the old clockmaker, Thomas began to live with intention, cherishing each tick of the clock, each breath, each second. A reminder that the true wealth of life lies not in how much time we have, but in how we choose to spend it.